Hello everyone, Chidi here, reaching you from Toronto, Canada. Chidi from Toronto, Canada. Today I want to talk to us about the French President Emmanuel Macron. You guys all know that he came to Nigeria. I think he's still in Nigeria. He had a meeting with the president of Nigeria, but then that wasn't the real news. The real news is his visit to Fela Anikulapo's shrine. He went to that nightclub that is called the Shrine. My people, look at your watch. Just help me look at your watch. If you have a watch, look at it. If you are not wearing a watch, look at the time on your phone or look at the time on the clock. If the time of the clock on the wall in your house is not working, please help me look at the sun. And go outside. Go outside and look at the sun. If you don't have, go and look at your shadow. I know why I'm telling you this. We need to check what time it is. This is the president of a whole country, a world power. The president of France comes to Nigeria, and the thing on his mind is not even meeting with our president. Forget all the razzmatazz. Even when you watch his meeting with Buhari, you know that Buhari was not happy. He wanted to come to the shrine. Why? Because he has lived here 15 years ago. 15 years ago, he was an intern. Intern is somebody who is doing boy. You know, like when you have somebody who is learning work. Apprentice. He was an apprentice at the French embassy in Nigeria in Lagos. Not even like a full staff. He was an intern. He was still learning. He was boy. He was serving. He has not done free. But this same person, 15 years later, has climbed onto the highest seat in their land. France is Obodo Ibo abroad. Because when we are talking about taking things over in Nigeria, people say, that thing will not work here. It's only in Nigeria. People say it's only in Nigeria that small boys like you can be thinking. Can you imagine when I say I'm going to be governor of Enugu? Say, Chidi, go and sit down. Go and sit down, Joe. Look at somebody like you. You want to go and become. What do you know about being governor? Check your time. This is 2018. The problem we have is some people are still using analog clock. That clock has stopped working a long time ago. Go and buy a digital clock. A digital clock. The clock on your phone adjusts automatically with the network. So that's your problem. You're using analog clock. You're using analog time. The people in France, they are advanced. They are using digital clock. When they looked at their clock, they realized what time it is. They realized that the way things are moving now, things are moving too fast. We cannot depend on analog. So you know what they do? They threw out, you know all those clocks that you have to wind? They threw away all those grandfathers' clocks and they brought their digital clock and they asked the clock question, what time is it, man? And their clock told them, the time is time for you to switch over to new generation people. It's time for you to switch over to the jet age people, to the computer age people. And so they took the advice and they went and they chose a 40-year-old young man. 40-year-old, this boy was born in 1977. The French president, I need to shout it to you. He is 40 years old. He was born in 1977 when they were doing first act. That time they were doing first act, this boy's mother was in the hospital giving birth to him. That is the president of the Federal Republic of France. And you think you're more intelligent than the French people? You think you know more than them? I'm not saying they know more than us, but if they are an advanced country, then it's time for you to learn from them. They are not using analog clock. They looked at their time and they realized this is what they should be doing right now. The Take It Back movement has come to tell Nigerians to throw away your analog clocks and look at the time now. Check what time it is, man. You guys need to wise up and check what time it is. It is time for you to become digital. It is time for you to become 2018 compliant. Things are moving very fast. This is the day and the age of internet. This is no longer the time when somebody tells you that Zeke said this and Zeke said that and Awono said this, and then you have to say, oh, really? This is not that time we have to wait for 4 o'clock news for us to hear something that happened yesterday. This is not the time when we have to wait for network news. We have to wait for network news a whole 12 hours. We have to wait 12 hours before to hear news that happened 9 a.m. in the morning. It is only at network news we will hear it. This is a time when we don't have to wait 1 hour. These days, the thing happens instantly. It is happening. So now, we have bridged the gap so much that you need to almost be there before the news. We are not just talking about being current with the news. These days, people are behind the news. They go and wait for the news to happen. That's the time that we're in now. I need for you to shine your eye, because when we come and take over Nigeria, don't say we did not tell you. You better join the movement. I live in Canada. The president of Canada, Justin Trudeau, he was born in 1971. 1971. He is 46 years old. 46 years old. That's old. That's how old the Prime Minister of Canada is. In Nigeria, Sure is coming to be your president and you're still doubting it. Why are you doubting it? Can't you see what time it is? Can't you see people are wisening up? Can't you see people things are changing? Everybody has internet and they are seeing. We are on Facebook. We see what is happening, and you can no longer tell us stories. No, the time for story is gone. We know how much you get. I'm telling you now, it is the time to change everything. You know what people tell me? Look at here, see, 41. No, the people that I pity is the people who don't understand what time it is. If people just sit down and when you ask them, they say, you know what, Chidi, forget about this Enugu State thing that you're talking about. They've already zoned the governorship to somebody, and the present governor is supposed to be there another 4 years. Man, I respect people, I respect authority. I don't like talking down people or getting personal, but I'm going to talk against the establishment. 4 years and wait to do what? What the hell are you talking about? We're talking about my own Enugu State. Do you know what Enugu State used to be? Do you know what we used to be in Enugu State? Do you know anybody that passed through Enugu State is a guy? When you pass through Enugu State, you were a fashionista, because Enugu State used to be the place to be. Education-wise, everything. You see the way I dress? Why do you think I dress the way I dress? Because I'm an Enugu boy. Chris Okotie came out of Enugu State. Jidobi came out of Enugu State. Onyekonwenu came out of Enugu State. Chimamanda came out of Enugu State. JJ Okocha came out of Enugu State. Do you want me to continue to list them? Final came out of Enugu State. I don't want to talk about the professors. I'm talking about currently, right now, the people that you know. So many of them came out of Enugu State. You were watching analog. Do you know when we went digital? Do you know how many years ago Enugu State went digital? When you were watching NTA. Then, when it was Anambra State. In Enugu, there was UHF. We started the first Those of you that had black and white TV, you didn't know what that second knob on that was used for because it was the channel stopped at 12. So you didn't know channel 21, but that time we had channel 50. Because of Enugu State, you people started using the second knob on your TV. That is the position that we occupied before.
Then exit right.
Before the federal government was doing guide with admission into universities, the governor of the state then, he left the federal government, he left Nigeria. He came abroad because he had lived in the US. He talked with the state governors here, and he opened the first University of Technology. The first state-owned university was in Enugu State. Go and check your records. That's the state I'm talking about. Look at Enugu State today. What position do we occupy? The roads. I mean, what are you telling me? I don't want to wait. We don't have to wait for 4 years before we start going digital. I'm talking about let's go back to where we were dropped. We have been left a long time ago. They left us behind. What I'm trying to say is that whatever we have there, whatever system we have there, whatever establishment we have right now, you cannot give what you do not have. Don't you get it? You can't give what you don't have. Allow people who have the experience, who have the exposure. Come on, you're talking about infrastructure. You're telling an architect about infrastructure. I'm a world-renowned architect. Let me tell you, it's not bragging. I've worked in so many places around the world. I've worked in Europe, I worked in China, I worked in America. So what are you telling me? I know infrastructure to the tip of my hands. My wife is an architect. I have an architectural company. I do construction. Look right now. Look at my shirt. Fixed Team Building Contractors Limited. I have a limited liability. I have a limited, what they call a limited company. A limited construction company here in Canada. It is an my case. So, hey, Architect Dan also, thank you for coming on. I'm telling you, University of Nigeria Enugu campus is to produce the best architects in Nigeria. I'm telling you. University of Nigeria Enugu State. Go and see the position of University of Nigeria. There was a year I was hearing that they wanted to change accreditation of University of Nigeria. I say, really? Waiting happen. The point I'm trying to make is this. You need to check. You need to check your watch. You need to see what time it is. You need to realize that it is time to move away from the old order. It is time to move to it. Oh my God, you guys don't get it. You don't get it. You know, you have been left behind. I'm talking about let us bring you up to date first before we prepare you for the future. Don't you see? How old is Zuckerberg? How old is the owner of Facebook? Don't you get it? Do you understand what we are saying? Is it beginning to make sense? Don't you know? Don't you know how old the owner of See, I'm not yabbing anybody, but look, you need to change this whole thing that we have right now. It's not working. It ain't working. Come 2019, Buhari will cease to be the president of this country. You're asking me how you're saying, oh, the cabal, they will give people money, they will do this, they will do that. No way. If they can still be saying that they are worried that you are going to collect money in Nigeria, then shame to you. I'm telling you, people say, oh, people are hungry. So if you're hungry, why should you sell yourself over how much? Over 5,000? 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira is about how much? It's about $15. $15. Do you know what $15 is? For $15, it's not a meal in a good restaurant. It's not $15, and you will sell your conscience over. It's not even Esau sold his is it Esau Jacob sold his birthright over a porridge, over food. This time around, you're selling your life over Money that cannot even buy a plate of food. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't pity anybody. I say, oh, they're going to let somebody, politician, take your PVC card and give you $5,000. You're not even part of what we are talking about. Go and sit down. When we finish repairing the place, come, we'll give you food. We're not going to give you food. No, we're not going to give anybody rice. If you don't want to vote, okay, the people that will vote. We are going to learn how to cultivate rice, because if you feed somebody, if you give somebody food, you feed them for a day. If you teach them how to farm, you feed them for the rest of their life. That's what Take It Back is all about. We're interested in I'm going to do a video. I'm going to show you farm that belongs to one person, one human being. I'm going to go to a farm. I'm going to go with my camera. I'm going to do a live video, and you see a farm here. One person's farm. You see what one man will be able to do. All he has is his tractors. He will farm a big acres of land. Just one person. Very large acres of land. And then he's going to tell us how many tons of food he produces in that place in 3 months, because the window that they have for agriculture is like 3 good months. Yeah. But in Nigeria, we have like 12 months, we have 15 months. We can farm anything we want to farm. We have good weather. We have the water table is good enough for us to do our farming. We have sunlight all the time, and we can feed ourselves. What are you telling me? So my people, I just came here today to tell you that you better wise up. A lot of people have wised up. They're just waiting for the votes to be cast. They cannot even rig the election. Let me tell you why they cannot rig the election. I said it before, that the people who are members of the Take It Back movement, the guys who are working with the Take It Back movement, are young people. The same young people, the same IT experts who Zuckerberg, Amazon, and all of these people come down to search for in Nigeria and employ them to work for them. The same people he came looking for here, the same people that Bill Gates came looking for here, they are the ones that are working with us. How do you think INEC discovered that they were selling voters card in Alibaba? When did this happen? A couple of years ago. It was the Take It Back movement IT boys that discovered it. Go and ask. I was there in the strategy room when they were talking about these things, and they said they had contacted INEC, and INEC was going to give a statement to that effect. And for real, INEC gave that statement. So that is to show you that we are already a step ahead of. Let them come and read now. Let us see. Let them come and read all of their plans. The more they bring it out, the more we checkmate them. They will not rig this election. No way, they won't rig it unless they go and bring that technology from the moon. But even if they go, we're going to be working with the latest. We are connected with IT forums. We are connected with the latest happenings in the IT world, so we know what is happening. We do everything, and we will match them dollar for dollar. How is this going to happen? Because the campaign, the movement is going to be funded by you and I. It belongs to us, because we don't have any money bags. No, we don't have any money bags. It's going to be like a startup. That's why I keep telling you people, go and check your time. All the big businesses that are making it today, they didn't start because Zuckerberg was not rich before he became rich. All the new startup companies, the app giants, they didn't have money. It was start up. It was $1, $2, small money that people donated to them. It's because they went and they had GoFundMe, people donated, and that is, people bought shares. When you hear Zuckerberg, it doesn't mean that Zuckerberg owns the whole of Facebook. He is just the face of Facebook. Facebook is owned by shareholders. It is made up of tiny money, tiny drops that make a big pond. That is what is going to happen. We are going to raise money, and we have been raising money, and it's been growing in thousands. And we are able to raise more money as a group. It is the power of the people that is going to work. No matter how much money you have in Nigeria, a single individual, we are going to beat you, because the power of the people is greater than the power of one man. We are going to beat you from our $1. We're going to beat you from our £1, our naira. We will collect all that money and we will match you dollar for dollar, naira for naira. You will bring your money and we'll show you bigger money and we'll tell you we don't need your money because enough is enough. This is 2018. Away with all this analog thinking. What are you telling me? You're still asking people where the direction is when there is GPS. Let me tell you people, why are you still... let me remove my... this... oh, sorry. Why are you still asking for the road direction when there is a GPS? I'm talking to you and I'm listening to the GPS because the GPS has the road map. It knows. It is madness for me to be going to this place that I'm going and I don't know it, and for me to stop and be asking people for the direction. That's what some of you are doing in Nigeria. Why? There is GPS. Use the GPS. And the GPS is in those people who have the knowledge, who have the experience, who have traveled wide. I was watching an interview that Shora was having with, I don't want to mention names. And the guy was telling him about Nigeria. I was telling him, you know, in Nigeria, I was like, is this guy for real? You're telling somebody who ran an organization that had the dossier on everybody. Somebody who even has the dossier on you. You that is asking him the question, he knows more about you than you know about yourself. And you're telling him about Nigeria. That is analog thinking. He doesn't have a watch. If he has a watch and he asks his watch, we should get a talking watch. Ask your watch and your watch will tell you what time it is. That's what we need to do in Nigeria. I think that's what our logo should be. Our emblem should be a time, and they will ask you, check what time it is. That's what you should do. Hello, Ogunkowa Osagi. I see you, man. Thanks for being here. I'll be you this way. Thank you. Hey, I thank all of you for signing on. Let's go back and take this. This is our Nigeria. Dream Chaser Gregory Banks. Thank you. I like your name. I like your name, Dream Chaser. They keep telling us that we are dreamers. We are inconsequential dreamers. Me, inconsequential dreamer. Okay, you will see. 2019, we'll be holding a party at Enugu State Government House. We are taking it back. That government house belongs to us. Enough of all the dullness of that. Enough of all the dullness around Enugu Government House. Not my own Enugu State. Enugu State is too sharp. People of Enugu State are sharp people. We don't want all this dullness. We're bringing sharpness. We're bringing, you know, man. I don't want to shout. But this is how we're going to run Enugu State. People are going to walk about happy. We're going to bring happiness back to Enugu State. What are you telling me? Enugu State used to be the place to be. You come to holiday in Enugu State. That's why people go to learn guy. You go to Enugu State to learn how to do guy. I'm telling you, I'm not putting any other state down, but you used to come to Enugu State. Hotel Presidential, thank you. Then you guys know what I'm talking about. You know I'm telling you the truth. Come on. If you're an alcohol, Baswai, my boss. How are you? Levi Chooks, you know what I'm talking about. Come on, Chooks. You know our Enugu. You know what we're talking about. Look at what these people have run the whole place down. You go to Enugu now. Enugu is like, it's like what I don't know. I beg, give us back this whole Enugu. We're not laughing, no. We're serious, so we are coming to take it back. You know, that's why people will be telling me, Chidi, you know we don't know when you're serious and when you're joking. Now joke, they take catch monkey. That's my life. I take life easy. No need to be all stressed out and worked up. No. I take life easy. Why should people keep suffering? Why should people not be smiling? Why should things be so hard? Basic necessities of life. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about basic comfort. People cannot get it. No, I'm bad now. Okay, fine. We fight because we are coming back today. Every day we all say rap that thing. I decide to go. Konya Mebezia. Decide to go Konya Mebezia for Guinea. So meanwhile, I decide is him now mother Jew man. Oh, and good boys are Jew people. Mother name is like Jew man. Enough is enough, man. Enugu guys, Enugu desire character. Enugu abulozia Jew people. Enugu ane me last. Nah, man. Nah. This is 042 we are talking about. We are taking it back. 042 for real. Enugu go and see where Enugu people they do something. Go and look at, go to Facebook. Look at Enugu old school community there. Go and see the boys there. Where are these boys? We need to bring them back. They need to bring back the things that used to be in Enugu. Look at Polo Park. Even if we've converted Polo Park to ShopRite, okay now, then we build other things. We have large expanse of land where people can go and develop amusement park. Polo, do you know that Polo Park used to be the place? Oh, I beg. What do you? Nah. Thank you, my dear. Better as a quickie, I thank you. Obi this honorable. You say, boy, Enugu State is okay in the hands of God. I got I don't get you. It's okay in the hands of God now. But if God has already, sorry sir. Obi this honorable. Oh, that's my organ. Respect, sir. It's now that I saw who is on. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for signing in. We're going to need people like you. When I come to Enugu, I'm going to come and see you, sir. Thank you so much for coming on. Enugu is blessed in the hands of God. But, sir, God has given us so much wisdom. We, your boys, have come of age. And there is so much more that we can do for Enugu. That we're gonna bring it back, and we're gonna put it. People like you have toiled in Enugu, sir. You have put in your best. I know you. I know your ministry and all the things that you have done. You have ministered to me. I've also ministered to your church. But we need more of people like you. We need to do stuff in Enugu, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, and we're coming to do it. Okay, so. Sorry about that. I thought it was somebody else. But yes, as I was talking, Enugu is really coming back to what it used to be, and then we're going to take it to a better place, okay? Let us bring ourselves back to, these days when we do one small thing, we praise ourselves. We say, oh, there's one road that was done. And then we clap for ourselves and we feel good.
300 meters,
it's
turn
not
right,
it.
then turn
it's
right.
Not it. There's much more in stock. I'm gonna stop the broadcast. All right. My Oga don't laugh. Oga Mbiko, I'm still loyal. Last year. Thank you, sir.